Every Tuesday, you can get yourself a copy of our newspaper, iDiskiTV, for absolutely free. Every shop right in the Gauteng province, you just go there, get yourself the paper. And on Fridays, the paper will be available across the nation on our website, iDiskiTimes.co.za. iDiskiTV powered by World Sports Betting, iDiskiTimes.co.za. We have closed the season. We are now into the silly season of transfer window. Akhange bekudala ke sesingena kuma home nakwimpukane zilihlaza zentoba iSundowns zifuna uMendieta. iSundowns yenza iFarmers League le league le. Seyisayina abadlali kodwa ke seyazi iSundowns ayisayina abadlali ku Facebook. So if Bathi Mendieta, best believe that they are talking to that player. Junior Khanye back from Tanzania. How are you feeling, sir?
Nkululeko mabrada kunjani fit?
Yeah. How was Tanzania?
Yeah, no man, Tanzania nkululeko kunjani fit? Nkululeko mabrada, ngibulise Justice. Uphelele kutso. Nale kwenye two tracks. Yeah. Ebafethu kunjani, keep on supporting iDiskiTV, fighting no one try to fix South African football.
Ingonyama ivuma ukuthi idla abantwana eTanzania.
Emveleni ngizwile lapha abantu ubonane ne-CEO yeSimba lapha. Ehamba kanjani mfethu?
I've got 3 boys and 1 daughter. Abantwana badura thu angeke ngisakhona.
Wena so betha nga8 ndoda.
Ndoda mina sengiqedile 8 ndoda badura abantwana uJunior. Hlala mfethu kule 3 yakho leyo mfethu. Ungasaqhubeki.
Thank you.
Thank you mfethu.
Thank you. Mendieta, Mamelodi Sundowns, had a good season. For me, when I was doing my team of the season, I put him there at number 10 for my team of the season. I think he got 9 assists and 10 goals, or 8 assists, 9 goals, something like that. But he had a very good season. Bashayogo semi-final year, Nedbank Cup this season. It was poor actually in the first half of the season. Ingako, they had to go back. Babuise Abo, Ikram Reinas, Andre de Jong. They had to buy experienced players because they were in a very difficult situation in the first half. The second half of the season, they did very, very well. What do you make of that story? Mendieta, Mamelodi Sundowns. It's a rumor. It's not official yet, but anytime you hear iSundowns behlanganisa nomdlali, you must know that they are being serious.
Nkululeko mfethu, yeah, it is a Stellenbosch. Next season, upegi structure salabachita la. Baboni team without a structure team. It is also dangerous, especially if those players they're gonna keep them. No manga Mendieta senkuluma ngabo Reinas bahlale lapha ngoba le uzile now Reinas South Africa Joburg didn't too much ku Super Sport, but look at him. Environment as a Cape Town imthande kanjani. Those players banesin structure good development is powerful, and in talent identification there's somebody behind Steve Parker powerful, whoever who's identifying players abezala payana. Truly speaking, Mendieta for me, that's South American, one of the best. I think Sundowns njoba ngisho Nkululeko i-window periods ifivuliwe, the transfer window, they don't just go and buy players. Bayenza assessment. I mean, that player can be a team player. The player Lilana can be individual, very skillful, dynamic, explosive, can score goal, can assist. In awareness, vision, lautiliana, ne balance. So mina, Sundowns good identification. Whoever identified him, ukuthi bamlethe ku Sundowns. I think competition uzoyithola, and they need such a player njengalela. I mean, Pega player lethayo ama South American khuluma ngabo bo Serino, Allende, Saavedra, Nkululeko lezangwenya lezi, they don't just identify a player, especially internationally, engafikile engane spark. So good identification for Mamelodi Sundowns. Mina bengibheka ukuthi uKaizer Chiefs Orlando Pirates will sign that guy so that they bring competition to iDStv Premiership. But if they're gonna let that guy go to Sundowns, what does they tell you? Ngoba kusho ukuthi Sundowns definitely sure the competition is over iningi kakhulu, and the more competition get bigger at Sundowns, nobody can stop them. So I'm 50 Sundowns. I'm very, very sure kubona iKaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates by later the player go.
All right. Where do you place them at Sundowns? They had a very good combination. They had a diamond system most of the time, where on the base of the diamond, Tebogo Mokoena, and then in front of him, Neo Mayema and Marcelo Allende for the most part. And sometimes they would have Mkhuliso on the side, to the left-hand side of Tebogo Mokoena, if they want to play 2 midfielders. So where do you place Mendieta? Do you place him as one of the 2 number 10s or one of the wide players up front?
Yeah, I must fight nabo Miami because kune Champions League, kune Nedbank, kune MTN8. Mostly Champions League. Sundowns, you know, they in position 1. Bazo compete, definitely sure. So umchita nakanjani nkuleko double number 10 yeah. I think izomsuta because White akusumtito on speed kakhulu and la aqabange. Him and Neo ba compete nomshishi. Yeah.
Oh yes.
Mshishi as well. Domingo ngithi Roma ukuthi is free agent.
Yeah.
So I good replacement good magamba don't khala. Nama team mabamiye ku Domingo zobe kuyilo. But if you replace Domingo ngoMendieta, truly speaking kuleko akusi transmatch that much. Don't ngimthanda Domingo but one must die and replace the quality create to Sundowns. So double number 10 between him no Maema. Mshisha ngadlala up front okanye mangabe nodlala iChampions League or any trophy tournament edlala la South Africa mhlambe any cup mhlambe ngoba iSundowns mayidlala eAfrica badlala ngama Wednesday weekend so you can also change your reshuffle team so uzobe nika that bene I dimension yokuthi if omunye akekho mhlambe umshishi uzodlala okanye mhlambe acompete naye who knows mhlambe angafika fit like a glove naye given a game time afika fit and a surprise wonke umuntu so good signing for Sundowns bangabe bazomsigna mara Sundowns they don't just kube ne rumor and then bangayifulfill that rumor because definitely show quality this cool manga. I don't think they will leave him. Sundowns will sign him and it's a very good identification from Mamelodi Sundowns. Yeah.
There you go, Mr. So. Please come closer. Thank you very much, Junior. Just your thoughts, on this, because on one hand, Junior mentioned something very important. If Pirates and Chiefs don't sign him, then there's a problem with the lack of competition. Because if you, of course, we can also argue ukuthi Maego Stellenbosch kusho ukuthi part of the competition udlalela an opposition team, he's strengthening an opposition team. But if you want to go to a bigger team, if you go to Sundowns, then there's a concern ngendaba ye opposition ukuthi is it strong or you are now strengthening a Sundowns, which is they won the league by 16 points and then now they're strengthening ukuthi by winning or 20 points, 30 points, we don't know.
Ngizikiyo kunjani mfethu ngibulise wena ngibulise Justice ngibulise Junior ngibulise Drake ngibulisa namakhaya cela support njalo la ku iDiskiTV ngizobe njalo ngijike futhi ngizikiyo you know we want people to understand ukuthi when we ask Pirates and Chiefs to sign players we don't just say it's because we know those are two big teams and you look at the Sundowns, they've been dominating for the past 6 years. That's why we're saying, here's a good player, Pirates, here's a good player, Chiefs. Sign these players so that you can compete with Sundowns. Because when we look at Sundowns, they've got quality players. And, you know, the 11 that is in, the 11 that is out, that's quality at Sundowns. So when we see in other teams quality players, we're asking that, can't you find a way of having those good players so that you guys can challenge our Sundowns? I cannot say I want Stellenbosch to challenge the Sundowns for the league. I mean, not that I disrespect them, but because of the quality that they have, Sundowns, and the quality Stellenbosch or Arrows, it doesn't make sense. But when you look at the Pirates and Chiefs, you can say, guys, challenge for the league. You guys are a big team. You're big teams, and you've got a history of winning in our league. So why can't you try and put things together so that you can challenge Sundowns with this season? As Sundowns now, look. We need to up our game again because the Pirates now Sebala, Chiefs Sebala.
Right, that's a very good point. So that's a very good point on competitiveness. Let's look at Mendieta. If he goes to Sundowns, still a rumor, of course. We are in the transfer window, so there will be rumors all the time, every day. But what we know about Sundowns and their history is that whenever they're looking to sign a player, they're going to get him. Eventually, they're going to get him. He's 30 years old next week, on the 13th of June. I just double-checked that. He's turning 30. Bradley Ralane joined Sundowns when he was 32, if I'm not mistaken. His career, although he will say he has won the DStv Premiership in his life, it was a good thing for him. He got to play in the CAF Champions League. He got money, which is Sundowns, they have the money. You could argue that nothing happened for him at Mamelodi Sundowns, and we don't even know what's going to happen with him, whether he's going to leave or he's going to stay. But you don't always become successful when you move from one team in the Western Cape and move to Mamelodi Sundowns, especially given the nature of the competition. So Mendieta is turning 30. It's not going to be nice for him to experience that. What's the mindset? You went to Sundowns when you were close to your 30s, or you were already 30. You went to a Sundowns that had stars, a Sundowns where people were fighting for competitions to a point where they had to play you wide left sometimes, and you didn't like that because you are a central midfielder and a number 10. So what's the mentality then of a player that's 30 years old going to a Sundowns?
It's a very tricky one, but all goes down to say the offer in Jani, that makes players to move from Uma team Abaguo to Sundowns. And the worrying factor is that when you go there, how many games are you going to play?
Yeah.
Look at the quality of the players. For Mendieta, he will play.
Yeah, he's good enough.
He will play.
He is very good.
He will play. He's smart.
Yeah.
He's very smart. He can create. He can score. He's always in that mix of things. Every now and then, when there's an attack.
It's because Uralani was actually good at Cape Town City. Begai nominee of midfielder of the season or something like that. I remember that end of the year that he was a nominee of something. And we knew which on the wide left, we eliminate a player, assist or goals sometimes. So so it's a very similar situation. I agree with you. Mendieta will probably play at the expense of someone else. But there's also that thought, you're going to Manghamba with Stellenbosch, and I leave and I join Sundowns, and I'm 30. I need to start playing.
Yeah, he's going to play because I remember recently towards now end of the season, the player that was playing more up front was Ulonduzana Umrena, if you can check. Umrena was playing more, one of the wide positions, and I believe that's the position. Remember, Sundowns, they use their full backs. So when they gonna get to Mendieta in, so it means Mendieta no Mshish, they'll come closer to Ushalulil and then have those full backs up. Then who's gonna stop that midfield? He's gonna play. He's going to play because they don't have another wide player that plays like Umshishi, that can eliminate, cut inside, play combination play, and score goals. So only Mendieta that can do that. And yes, Uralane came to Sundowns, a very, very good player. He did very well. I don't know what happened at Sundowns, but I think because of, sometimes when it's a cream and cream, uthi mix sometimes ukuthi ngabe ne taste enhle yabo inofuna mhlawumbe kumbe strawberry nyana laphana ukuthi khona balance. So I think kube na that power to power, and we couldn't see him rising to that power at Olako Sundowns. So Mendieta, I think, is going to do well.
Okay, last one. So Mendieta, does he leave Stellenbosch to join Mamelodi Sundowns in this transfer window, in your opinion?
Izokwenzeka because like I said, you look at the last few games, Umrena was playing wide, so they're gonna play him on the left, then on the right will be Umshishi. They'll keep on interchanging because they're very smart. Sundowns, they use the full pack, so those positions will be Umshishi, no Mendieta.
All right, there you go. Tell us whether you agree or not on the comment section as well. iDiskiTV, Diski Times, World Sports Betting. Thank you for watching us.